Hello, Gemini. We're doing a reading for you. I have some Mercury energies here, so we're going to go ahead and do Gemini. They want to get right into it. I had a whole spiel. They said, no, we're just doing your reading. Okay. You are being burdened right now by a water spirit. See, nobody asked for the Gemini reading. Somebody is, you have a water spirit. So you might live near a creek. You live near a body of water. You've visited a body of water. There is a water spirit that followed you or is trying to connect with you. For some of you, the water spirit, it's a trickster spirit, to be honest with you. There's a trickster. A lot of water spirits are tricksters. A lot of water spirits, they're hot-tempered. They're wonderful allies, but they are very volatile. If you know water signs, you know, any water sign, especially, you know, with your air energy dealing with a water sign, this is a trickster spirit that's intentionally blocking you from moving forward. For some of you, if you are, if you are doing spirit work, just know you have a trickster near you. Tricksters are not bad. I mean, that is, Mercury is the trickster. Mercury, Hermes, all of the mercurial energies, it's the magician. It's sleight of hand. So trickster spirits, I think if you fear them, they feed off of it. You know this. Why am I talking to the Gemini about what a trickster spirit does? You know this. You are the trickster. Please. Cut the shit, Gemini. Please. Oh my God. There is a reason why you guys are the most hated sign. I have defended you on how many occasions? You guys are tricky little bastards. Well, there's a water energy spirit that is blocking you up. You have to pay the toll. You have to pay the toll to the troll. You have a troll spirit around you. Somebody has offended water spirits. So you littered, you dumped something in a creek that you shouldn't have. You like littered, you went and drank a beer, you know, over the summer and you left your beers. Somebody has a water spirit that's on your ass. And I'm telling you, be careful if you do any sort of divination, because this water spirit is messing with you. They're intentionally trying to block you from moving forward, because there's also an, Earth. Do you want me to tell you who is here? Can you guess? Ooh, this is weird. Can I clarify that? All right, this is for somebody specific. You work with goetic spirits. You do. You work with demons. You've been working with the Fae, whether you know it or not. Animal spirits. You have a water spirit in your subconscious. So it's blocking you from moving forward. It's messing with you. You need to cleanse your crown chakra. Some of you might need an exorcism. It's really not as bad. You just need to, I mean, like, I've been considering releasing, I know how to do exorcisms. I do exorcisms. I've done exorcisms. They made my life hell for a little while because I did several in a row that were heavy duty and I didn't charge for it. I've never charged for an exorcism, unfortunately. Do you know how much an exorcism costs? Because the practitioner, the shaman, is gonna have to, it's not that we perform the exorcism and then that spirit is just like, goodbye. Bye. No, it often attaches to us. And then we have to dispose of that spirit. But, you know, water spirits are some of the, oh God. Water spirits, when they are riled up, you've offended the water. What did you do? Somebody might fish. You littered, didn't you? You threw like a beer in like a body of water. There, you've offended a water spirit. There's a stag spirit around you. This gives me the water spirit. I don't recognize the water spirit. It's a local spirit to you. So it doesn't have to necessarily resonate with everybody, but for some of you, you have offended the fish. Some of you, it might be a beaver. I mean, it's showing up as a fish or a beaver. They're terrorizing your subconscious. So it's like you might be crying a lot out of nowhere. They're messing with your emotions right now. And they're doing it on purpose because you crossed the Fae is what you have done. There's a reason most people fear the Fae. Now, I have told people not to fear the Fae. And I think most people don't need to fear the Fae. But if you get the attention of the Fae, sometimes it's better to be, sometimes it's better not to get their attention. I've had wonderful, beautiful experiences with the Fae. I also have had a very, very traumatic experience happen to me. And it wasn't them. They said they were. I was gonna say it wasn't them trying to harm me, but they're saying that they were trying to harm me. It was part of my training conditioning. It was part of an initiation to work with them. It's common for shamans to have, we won't get into it. Shamans have more intense experiences, like actual shamans. I don't mean I think people see that I call myself a shaman, and there's this one really negative TikToker that always she culturally appropriated shamanism. So she likes to talk shit about people with white skin that are shamans and call us so-called shamans. And it's stop projecting that onto other people. You can't tell somebody's ancestry and their calling and their spirits and their past life experience based on their skin color. And people like you just suck because you're intentionally casting doubt on others that have nothing to do with you. Just because you moved out west and decided to appropriate shamanic culture doesn't mean that people with white skin can't be shamans, and that every person with white skin that says they're a shaman is lying. I think people that have worked with me one-on-one, people that actually watch my videos know that I can do what I do. So I get a lot of people saying they want to be able to do what I do. They want to get on my level. They want me to train them to do what I do. And if I can't give you shaman blood, I can't, cut, I can't just have an ongoing IV of my ancestry, my DNA, and the work I've done on myself to give out. I can't sell that to you. That's who I am. You either have it in you and I can help you find your own version of it, or that's not your calling this lifetime and you have other gifts that you're ignoring and you're idolizing another person because they're in tune with their gifts, and that's really what you want for yourself. But I can't get you in tune with your gifts if you don't heal enough to align with your gifts, I'm not telling you who these spirits are. I know who these spirits are. I'm not telling you. You have burdens. They're saying you don't deserve me. And that's honestly, and I know that, but honestly, I'm a woman. As a woman that has a platform, people are going to look for something to pick a fight with me on, either just to get my attention, to drain me of my energy, or because I trigger them in some way because of what I've said and the way that I look. Something about me is triggering for them, and rather than to deal with that uncomfortable energy and figure out what they need to work on within themselves. They want to throw dirt on somebody else, and 9 times out of 10 somebody is going to choose a woman that they believe is soft-spoken or quiet, or that they can bully in some way, and it's an insecurity thing, you know, Gemini. You guys get it. That's why everybody hates on the Gemini. But you know why people hate on Geminis is because Geminis are very smart. You're very, very clever, and you are more detached. All air signs are, but Geminis are some of the most clever. You're also very good with language. Are you a trickster? Of course. You speak in riddles. You are the troll. You speak in riddles. Lord, Gemini. Okay. There are burdens in your subconscious here, but you're going to find the strength to overcome them. You've been struggling going back and forth because there's some stuff that you're not seeing right now. A new beginning is coming, but it requires a closing of an old one. This is one where you try to act cold and like you didn't care, but the truth is that you do care quite a bit. You want, for some of you, it's like you act like you don't want a family. You act like you're fine being alone, but what you really crave is connection. And somebody's a masculine here, a divine masculine, and you really crave like being, you want to be like a father. You want to have a family. And you might be like, for some of you, you might be divorced or going through a divorce. For some of you, it's like you have felt mentally disconnected. Somebody might have like a mental illness. Like you might be like borderline, bipolar, schizophrenic. You feel like your mental illness prevents you from being able to truly connect with anybody, because I get that you try to mask your symptoms a lot, or you're embarrassed, or alternatively you use your mental illness as an excuse not to get close to other people. I feel like borderline. Not diagnosing you, not saying you have that. I'm saying that I feel like borderline is something that, because you know how fixated and like how intense you get, or this could even be ADHD, because ADHD people get fixations, and then they can struggle in relationships too. You act like you're cold. You act like you don't want connection. But the thing is that's not how you really are. And you really are getting to a point that you want to evolve to a place where you can follow your heart forward. Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, strong Pisces, strong Capricorn. That's what I told you. You have a trickster spirit. You have a water spirit that is a trickster. So some of you might have a possession. It's not the end of the world. Possessions aren't really, some of them, I mean, it depends, and I don't think you should seek out. Possessions aren't really like the end of the world. They're unpleasant. They're not great. We'd avoid them if we could, but they happen. I think everybody has demons, a lot of demons. And I don't mean that in I mean, everybody does have demons. You can make friends with your demons, or you can continue to shove them into the darkness to where they will seep through your subconscious and take control. A lot of tricksters are the only, if you actually look at mythology, tricksters are typically the ones that deal with humans the most. The trickster energy is the archetype of Mercury, which is the communicator, the translator of, they're saying the word of God to human to ego. Most, if not all, trickster spirits, one, they're called, and people that still practice their ancient traditions. They're, you see this with Orishas, you see this with the Loa, and you see this in Hinduism as well. You call the trickster spirit to open the door for for the Lord, the Baal, the Baal, however you pronounce it. Orishas, it's Ishu, Alegba, with the Loa, it's Papa Legba, Elegua. In Hinduism, it's Ganesha. Traditionally, if you were doing the ceremony correctly, you would issue Papa Legba, Ganesha. They need to be appeased and summoned, called in every single ceremony that you do ever with any guide, with any god, with any Loa, with any Orisha that you are calling in. You first have to get the blessing and the door opened by the trickster. And because they are the door openers, they deal with mankind, men and women, humans. They deal with mankind more so than any other spirit within the pantheon, and they like humans the most, and they play with humans because humans are, imagine imagine you're up in heaven on Mount Olympus, whatever, higher vibrational state of being place with other gods, with other, they're saying movers and shakers in the spiritual world, and you get a call that a human has done something dumb again, and you have to go Loki is a trickster spirit. But honestly, Loki's myths, he's typically the one that puts out fires. He starts them sometimes, but he tends to be the one that's I'll figure it out, I've got it. This wanted to come out before. Somebody's doing divination on you and your family. This is a very specific reading, so it's not for everybody. You just have to take what resonates with you. For some of you, there is an older karmic that's within your family, or for some of you, this person isn't within your family, but they are trying to access your ancestors through divination. That's fucked. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, it's fine for you. I'm saying they're going to get, they're going to need an exorcism. Yeah, because your ancestors are loyal to you. Your ancestral spirits, your guardian spirits, they're loyal to you. Somebody is using divination, trying to get access to them because they feel like you're in the spotlight. Or for some of you, there's a younger woman that is in the spotlight, and they don't like that. So this person wants to access your ancestors so that they can kind of interfere with messages that you're getting. Somebody's literally making offerings to your ancestors if you like, you know, you and this person live in the same town, they have figured out like where your ancestor is, like in the graveyard, and they're like going to like get a graveyard dirt from your ancestor. They're trying to do divination. They're trying to summon your ancestors. Yeah, for some of you, they did this on the full moon, on the new moon that just passed in Aquarius. It might be an Aquarius or an Aquarius placement. That's not good. I'm telling you, this is sort of stuff. People get too big for their britches, as we say in the South and in Appalachia, too big for your britches. Some people start to do divination and feel like, you know, they're entitled to other people's energies. Doing something like that, basically somebody might even be trying to like steal your ancestors. Yeah, they're doing research on you and your ancestors and trying to figure out how they can get lucky. So, sorry, this is like bouncing all over everywhere. This is a Gemini reading. This is what you guys do. Somebody is trying to dig into your ancestors, getting information on you. They have attached themselves to this water spirit. That's what I'm saying. This is such a weird reading. Whoever tried to do this, they lack the spiritual foundations that they need to be able to handle this. So they've got themselves possessed, is what they've done. There's a water spirit that's very protective over you. For some of you, it's flipped. I don't know, guys. What the hell? This water spirit is very protective over you. So this person has offended them. This doesn't have to be for everybody. I know it's confusing. It's an air sign reading. This is how you guys are. It's like 5 different readings in one, and it's twists and turns. Okay, let me, okay. This is too much. Let me get the storyline straight first. Okay. Saturn is teaching you a major lesson right now. So for some of you, it's like you've been trying to manifest your partner. You are manifesting it, but it's like before this can manifest, there's a test that needs to take place, especially when it comes to like magic and intentions and what you set your mind to, what you put action towards. Because I get that for somebody, it's like you've been trying to manifest your spouse. You really do want, like, you just want to settle down, and you're tired of acting like that's not what you want, or acting like you're not lonely. You feel isolated. You've been feeling isolated. And I don't even want to post this, to be honest with you. I don't like this energy. And it's not this. It's I don't like your energy. Can I be real with you? I really don't like your energy. I don't feel good. You might be sick, and it might be because for somebody, and they're watching this, is what it is, because I feel sick with your energy. You've been trying to hack into somebody's ancestors. You're going to get fucked up. I'm already telling you right now, it's already happened. You have a possession. You know you have a possession. Something bad is going to happen to you if you do not stop. I hate that I have to keep dealing with this sort of energy. It's just stupid. This is stupid. The person that you're gunning for, that you're trying to go after, they are who they say they are, and they are very close with their ancestors. And the type of ancestors you're trying to tap in, I'm telling you, they would kill you over this person. And that's, I'm not threatening you, I'm telling you, you will literally, you will have a bad accident, a very bad accident, and you might not survive it if you don't stop what you're doing. And I'm not predicting death. I'm saying you need to recognize what you're dealing with here. This isn't funny. This isn't like a playtime. There's a water spirit here that literally wants to drown you, to be honest with you. For somebody specific, not for everybody. This could be flipped. This could be that the water spirit is protecting you. You would know if you're not dealing with a possession and you haven't been trying to tap and steal other people's ancestors. Their guardian spirits, obviously this would not be it would be flipped for you, or it's not your reading. Please follow along with me. There is a water spirit here that wants to drown you. So I'm telling you, if you can't swim, if you're going out on a boat, make sure you have a life vest. Something bad is going to happen to you because you have tried to tap into somebody's ancestors. And I'm telling you, for some of you, this person has gone as far as to go to like the directory of the cemetery, find your like direct ancestor, and went and got dirt to try to do a ritual at their grave. This ancestor is going to kill you. And I'm literal, they want you dead. They want you dead for what you tried to do. And I'm getting spirit's gonna give it to them. So I'm not trying to predict death. I'm saying you need to recognize what you're doing, and for some of you, you need to go to the church, and not like Sunday service. I mean, like, you need to go find like a priest that performs exorcisms, because you're gonna get more and more depressed. I hate readings like this. See, I don't want to post this now because it got dark. Yeah, I can feel you, whoever it is, you're scared. I'm just being real with you. I'm not predicting death. This is entertainment only. I'm not predicting death. I'm not wishing death on anybody. I'm just communicating with, I'm communicating with the spirit. The spirit is so angry. It's like I want to cry rage tears. And it's not a sad angry. It is, this spirit will grab you and pull you underwater and drown you if it could, because of what you've done. And does that mean that you are definitely going to die by drowning? I mean, no, but you need to recognize what you've done. You need to take this seriously, and you need to stop. This might be a future timeline where you are considering doing this. This is your warning. I don't want to be dark. I don't want to predict darkness, but I'm channeling, and that's, I'll talk at some point about what's been going on with me and the spirits that I'm working with. They're not like bad spirits. It's just that they're powerful, you know. I'm getting very, very good at channeling, but the thing is when spirits know I can channel, a lot of them want me to channel for them, and not all of them are sunshine and rainbows. I've always channeled darker. I mean, I think it's weird when people like want to seek out Anubis. Anubis is a god of decay. His Egyptian name literally means decay. So if you're not Egyptian, what energy do you think you're getting, you know? He's a protective spirit over people of Egypt, just like Archangel Michael is a guardian angel to people from Israel. So if you're not, it's not that they won't work with you, but especially when it's a god of death, it's weird, you know? It's weird. Why would that? Think about it logically. Anyways. I hope this is not coming off as threatening. This is just this is just the energy that's coming through. And I was excited to do the Gemini reading, and it took a dark turn, but that's your energy, somebody's energy. I feel it. What's hidden right now is there's a feminine energy that they are in the spotlight. They might be stepping into the spotlight soon, or they are in the spotlight. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean like fame. This just means that you're going through an evolution, and a lot of people are watching you. A lot of people are talking about you, and it's in a positive light. It's not negative. People are talking about how you're different, how you've changed, how you've evolved, how you're like a breath of fresh air, somebody pure, like you seem more pure than you, like maybe you have, for some of you, like it's like you might have like, you're sober now, and you like have just a completely new energy, like you're fresh. There was an isolation, but the isolation helped provide you with the keys you needed to open the doors. And for a lot of you, this is a financial increase. It's like you're gonna go from being isolated to like a big fish in a little pond. Like I see a lot of attention being on you. I really hope what came out earlier was not the case, or if it is the case, it's like one or two of you. I always want to try to help in these situations. I don't like things being like that, but my guides are really calling for me not to be so helpful without compensation. And they're actually like hitting my finances until I stop. They've actually told me like, don't give discounts anymore. You're disrespecting yourself. Stop giving stuff away to friends. They don't appreciate it. They don't value it once you start giving it away. And this might be a message for you. Is very much true. Is I will sell something at a certain price, and the people that purchase it at that price really like, you know, love it. They appreciate it. They value it. They come back and purchase it more. I give it to somebody as a gift. They like throw it in the trash. You know, they don't use it. They don't say nice, like they don't compliment me. They don't thank me half the time. It's like, you know, when people don't pay for something, they don't pay the value of it. They don't appreciate it, and they don't see it for what it is, and they don't see your value. So charge your worth for somebody. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm sorry that got kind of crazy. Somebody has really, and I don't get that. For some of you, it might have been that you've pissed off a water spirit, and now it's just fucking with you. I was going to explain what it feels like when you have a trickster spirit around you messing with you, but I'm not, because whoever this is, I'm not saying you deserve it. I'm saying that this is a lesson for you. You did something wrong, and you have to learn a lesson from it. And I'm not going to interfere in your karma, because then that makes it my business, and I don't want it to be my business. So, if you have upset the Fae, you need to make it right. And if it was a situation like you littered in a body of water, how you fix that. I do this with the Fae all the time, and it's not even from me littering. I'm pretty against littering. I can't think of a case that I would like litter intentionally. An exercise I do with the Fae a lot is I take a trash bag and gloves, and I just walk around and pick up trash. Like the other day, I parked my car at the neighbors and picked up like a bunch of trash that was like by the mailboxes. That's a way to remedy if you littered. Go do, like on a Saturday, go pick up trash. Go pick up trash at that body of water, but be careful not to get too close to it, because I'm telling you, for somebody, it's just that you've done that. You've upset one. For another of you, you're dealing with somebody that has a lot of water energy. They're very close to water. They have water guardians. And I think a lot of people fear fire spirits the most. Water spirits are very scary. They can be very, very scary. You know, imagine drowning. I mean, that's supposed to be a peaceful death, but the fight before you drown, that's scary. And again, I'm not saying somebody's gonna die, and if somebody that happened to somebody, like not to you, but somebody you know drown, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm not saying that they deserved it. I'm not saying that. They're saying stop explaining so much. I'm gonna let you guys go. That was not what I expected, and I was excited to do this reading, and now I have a headache. So for some of you, you might have an Aries placement, or Mars has been trying to reach you. The headaches. Okay, bye.